Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light. In the summer we were lovers. With a flame our hearts would burn, a flame the autumn would smother, and leave this heart to yearn forever blue, forever blue. I'm putting on a show for the world to see. No one will ever know that without you I'm forever blue. No more wait.
이거 완전 이제 고양을 다 갖췄어.
You're up in the sky, I'll carry you home, home to the mountaineers. And soon, my friend, you'll see them again, the ones you left behind, the ones you left behind. And I'll sing for you all the way home.
It's like a little lion. Thank you.
But why does it feel?
내 새끼 되었나?
You see this dress, you got it. This fits so good, you flaunt it. How you get so iconic? I see you, babe. Can't wait for later. My favorite flavor, like blue lifesaver. Can't get enough of you. Come on and show what you made. Do you? You know you want to. Do your thing. Don't change a thing. Make everybody around you just wanna sing. Do your thing. Don't change a thing. Make everybody around you just wanna sing. Alright, that catwalk on your feet, casual masterpiece.